That's kind of freaking monster fish. Hey, this place is kind of big. An extremely underdressed muscle man is watching you. Finally, he smirks as he comes closer. His every movement is exaggerated and smooth, as if he's posing for a crowd of invisible fans. Another weakling, I see. Call me what you like, but I can bet my non-existing Nobel Prize that I'm smarter than you. Yeah, right. You think that's gonna help you? Remember, a real man must be strong. That way he can protect what he loves when the enemy comes. Someone looks you straight in the eye as he rubs his stomach. His pronounced abs are visible through his tight, sleeveless shirt. Want to see how strong I am? We can arrange a private showing. I'm sure you can. What's your name, big guy? My name is Yarapolk Bulov. You do well to remember that. You remind me of your role in the brothel. Me and the fetish I provide, you can call it a manly man role. If you mean everything I do around here, I'm also a part-time guard. Yeah. See you later. Guest comes to rest on a gorgeous redhead smoking a thin cigarette. She notices you too and comes closer, rolling her hips seductively. Wanna have some fun, sailor? Don't be shy. You are in a brothel after all. Tell me your name. It's no fun having fun anonymously. Call me Veronica Vanilla, pretty boy. When the wings playfully at you. What's your role in the brothel, Veronica? Woman looks confused for a moment, but then starts giggling as if she just heard the best joke of her life. Hello, is anybody home? You spend so much time at sea, you forgot how things run on land. I'm a prostitute, dummy. I sleep with people for cash. I see, bye. Sitting in a bar in the middle of the hall, a young woman winks at you and says, "Hi, what will you be drinking today? Dark times call for dark beer." Fine, show me the menu. I'll ask you a few questions. You got that right, ask away. Okay, what's your name? Laura the bartender. Madame Clark called me Garcon for a while, but someone told her that's French for boys, so she stopped. How's work? I like my job. Of course, the clients have constantly confused me for one of the working girls. C'est la vie, as the owner likes to say. Anyways, never led to anything actually bad happening. Except for that one creep who was a little too excited about asking me out. But the other Polkin and the Chinese guard dragged him out of here so fast, I didn't have time to register his face. Well, there was one other time when some perv watched my windows from across the road for about 40 minutes. Guess it could even be the same guy. Didn't really think about it, to be honest. Just part of the job. What can you tell me about the brothel? You know this place was built after the war? At first glance you can't tell, but on the second and third. Black mold, cockroach colonies, falling plaster. I could go on, but I'm afraid Madame will hear and knock my teeth out. Are there any interesting rumors? Cocosaurs scare me a lot. Those bats that can reshape their own flesh and bones into all manner of forms. They can even copy the way you look and act. Horrible creatures. Okay. Oh yeah, we leveled up. One more time. Let's see. We had, I think, we only had one more thing here. Oh yeah, it was in throwing weapons. Win and tell, if I remember. Yeah. And some special. Yeah, it was in survival, right? Okay. Ding one more time for that. Okay. Young woman wearing a white dress and battered dog collar gazes at you with large, fearful eyes. Oh, master! I sure hope you're not here to punish me for the bad things I've done. I've been such a naughty girl. I hope I'm not going to get whipped for it. You can answer a few questions for me first. I'm not worthy of conversing with you, master. At least tell me your name. Call me Nadia Subova. Nice to meet you. I have to leave. Okay. That's a little bit of a master and servant, huh? The young man with the red hanky sticking out of his back pocket rolls his eyes playfully and claps his hands. My God, what a man, a true warrior, such great, such strength. You simply must have a military background, boyfriend. Yeah, I can. I'm a mercenary adventurer and a strider of forgotten roads. Why? I knew it! Rocco Sparkley is the only godchild of the famous General Nasty, a love army veteran who went missing some years ago. That's why the ability to sense military backgrounds is in my blood. Regrettably, I never served in the army myself. It's never too late to start training. But the exact same thing as soon as I saw you. If a big strong warrior like you showed me the ropes, made me perform in war games of the highest caliber, I might become a man my family would be proud of. Do you like my idea? This little private would be so grateful. Oh, he would do anything his superior ordered him to do. Okay. You work in this brothel, don't you? What's your role around here? Ah, my role is the most important one. Madame allowed us to make a movie like my godfather made in Chrysostomany. I would be the star. Okay. Sure, buddy. That is the guy we need to talk to. An important looking woman in silk dress slowly strolls around the brothel's main hall, watching the guests and smoking a fat cigarello stuffed into a backlight cigarette holder. She reminds you of a sated yet still dangerous predator. Welcome to Madame Clack's fine establishment, pretty boy. We have men and women to suit any taste here. Don't believe me? Try them out. Hi there, you're Madame Clack, right? Yes, I'm in charge here. I see. I'd like to ask a few questions. The woman looks around, possibly for a reason to not answer your questions. Can we talk later? Yeah, let's do it later. Okay. The crooked old man is watching the fire. Tiny flames are reflecting his murky, cataract-ridden eyes, though apparently blind, he senses your presence. You wandered into a flower garden, yet you wish to observe a sad old stump. Why is that, little Pengu? Whenever I visit a new place, I speak to everyone there. You know how it is. And if any stone remains unturned, you have to turn it over, correct? Oh yes. When there's a secret, you have to expose it to the light. So be it, little Pengu. You can even search my old head for completion's sake, though it won't reveal anything worthwhile. Or will it? The old man winks at you and tugs on his spindly mustache. Since you don't seem to mind, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Sure. How should I address you? My parents named me Kung Lan. When I joined a gang of small-time smugglers as a boy, they called me Kung the Hump. It was my terrible posture. After the war, when the same gang began to flourish and became known far and wide as Guangzhou, I already was called Wise Kung Lan Li. What do you do? Since I'm no longer an active member of the business and have forgotten much of my past, I return to my very first name. They call me Kung Lan, little Pengu. So what do you do around here? The old man's unseeing gaze darkens. He sighs with a sound like gas escaping a bottle of carbonated water. I'm not doing anything. What can a man who knows the meaning of life do except sit near the fire? You're saying you learned the meaning of life, so, how's life for you now? Not too bad. I managed to survive that knowledge, despite its soul-sucking nature. I still managed to teach myself how to laugh, smile, and make friends despite the horror of this existence. Teach it to me then, the meaning of life. The old man starts pulling on his mustache, is lost in thought. Seems he regrets letting it slip. Well, I cannot teach it to you with words, little Penny, but I can show it to you as I was shown when I was a young man. Process requires a certain, how you say, biochemical reaction, as well as a convoluted ritual. And you will have to gather a whole lot of boring ingredients in order to prepare yourself. It is a secret ritual. I will only name the next group of items you will gather after you have spent days running around collecting the previous group. A soul-destroying task, and if you think the result is satisfying in some way, well, you're dumber than a bamboo bush who decides to visit a panda sanctuary. Huh. Okay. Not interested. Let me ask you something unconnected to what we've been discussing now. Yeah, rumor. Heard that before the war, a rare mineral was discovered in these lands. Beryllium. It is said to be highly radioactive, so the mining operation were a carefully guarded secret. You can tell me about Trudograd. Been a lot of cities in my life, little Pengu. This one lets me die in comfort, surrounded by good folks. I will declare it the best city in the world with my last breath. So what's a Pengu? Why are you calling me that? Pengu means friend in my native tongue. Little Pengu means little friend, nothing more. Hope you're not annoyed by us one Joe using a few words from our language while speaking yours. Nope, not annoyed at all. I'm glad it'll pay you. Old age, it is very important to me to use my native words lest I forget them, being stranded in this foreign land. Yeah. That was not the guy I thought he was gonna be. There's this guy. Shade, the foggy in a leather jacket puffs at his cigarette and looks musingly out at the snow-covered docks. He's deeply engrossed in thought until he notices you and winces. What do you want? Nothing. Who are you? Prokor Mominshkin, a professional guard. A guard of what exactly? Oi, Mormishkin, I've been looking for you. Mormishkin gives you a suspicious look and taps the ash of his cigarette without looking down. The ash falls right on his trousers. The racketeer brushes it away, never taking his eyes off you. Oh yeah? And why is that? Oh, could you leave Russell and Lee alone? Why would I? Four, speaker, lie, leave Russell and Lee alone. He's under my gang's protection now. What? Out of the walk and onto the pyre? No, that's fucked up. We could meet to sort it out. What do you mean meet? It's schizo? I don't even know why I'm standing here listening to you raving. Then flex the muscle menacingly. Leave us and Lee in peace before you get hurt. Ah. Actually, I need to shift some stolen rocks and I don't want any witnesses. No. Oh, god damn it. Do you know someone wants you dead? Warren doesn't bother racketeer in the slightest. He stubs out his cigarette in the ashtray and coughs harshly into his elbow. Fucking hell, let me guess, this clown rustler wants to get rid of me. Spot on. I knew it, a piece of shit. Look, you wanna earn some cash, maybe? And work this motherfucker for me. You're running his errands for cash, right? Well, I'll pay more. It will show everyone what they're in for if I don't get paid. I can do it myself after I put you in the ground, but you might not like that option. Oh, speechcraft. Lie, I agree. After I take him out, let's meet somewhere quiet with no witnesses. Okay. There's a huge metal barrel at the port entrance, right behind this asshole's house. Finish him and go there. Yes, I'm dragging feet. I'm not gonna wait forever. Don't worry. I'll be there. When she notices you're about to speak, a cute young brunette in thick horn rimmed glasses approaches you and says in a furtive whisper, "Hey, sorry, did you know this place is actually a whorehouse?" Oh my god, no, it can't be. Wait, he's being seen now. Look around. Yeah, hehe, I know. Why? Oh, I see. It's just that on some old street maps, this place is marked as a youth club and hostel. I've taken it upon myself to warn folks that this is no longer the case. See, since my father died, this place has been turned into a whorehouse. Even though I'm the sole heir, I'm forced to live in a singly stuffy room. The part isn't so bad, since while I cannot condone what the girls here do for a living, I still think they're good people. What really changed my hiney is that as soon as I leave my room, the clients start making foul remarks and treating me like a prostitute. It's debasing. Sounds nasty. It's hard for you to stay here, isn't it? Woman sighs and gives a grateful smile. Can't imagine what I go through every day, but I don't want to talk about it here. Girls love to eavesdrop, and if Madame hears I was mouthing off again, I will get in big trouble. If you want to talk further, you can chat in my room where no one will disturb us. We can do it some other time. Right now I only have general questions for you. What's your name? Elena Stanislavskaya. Daughter to Boris Yegrovich Stanislavski, the recently departed owner of this house. What made your father want to build a brothel? Well, he intended to build a youth club and hostel. It became what it became only afterwards. Intellect. I heard that, but how did it end up a brothel, and why did his daughter in legal heir only get a single room? The young woman watches you speak and all. Talk like you're such a learned person. Beautiful. Maybe you would like to discuss this further in my room. Listen, Lena. Are there any normal processes around here, without any gimmicks, I mean? Really of such low desires, you can always talk to Veronica Vanilla. She's around here somewhere, although I don't know how good she is. I'm not a specialist in prostitution since I'm not a prostitute. Yeah, anything else you want to know? I don't think you can. See around. Okay. That was a weird one. Every personal, it's just business. Let's talk about the business you said you need help with. The problem is solved. My miskin won't be coming around anymore. Hans gives a hearty clap on his shoulder. You're down for that prick. Trust me, I'm not the only one who's grateful. All the newcomers he was offering his services to will be thrilled. Did a good deed for society. Some would call it society of lowlifes, degenerates, and wretches. But I call it society of good friends. Here's your reward. 1200 rubles is non-negotiable because it's all I have. Thanks. Bring the pocket a fat wad of bills while the card shark looks ruefully on. Give me a guess, mate. Okay, we're supposed to talk to that statue, but we are gonna... see if we can examine the rooms, maybe? whips in here. Lock. Box. Man in the Box. Oh, that's such a good song. Alice in Chains. Let's catch. Onwa whispers something to Captain Zibadov, then quiets down when he sees you and points to the boat. Tell the captain when you're ready to go. Got it. Yeah, let's go and do this boat mission. I wonder if it's gonna be another one of those storytelling things. Let's do a save. Hey Sam, my name is Boris. Told you about something? Right, about Uncle Ho. I think straight for lift out. Long way, you ready? Yes, yes, not waste any time. Alright man, get in the boat and be on way. Go. Go.
As night steals across the sky, Captain Simbadov leaves the docks. You can feel movement even inside the ship's cabin. The vibrations of the engine make a few glasses left on an improvised table in the middle of the cabin shake and hit each other. You must be moving towards your target.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yeah, let's go. Are we there yet?
Noticing you've still got a little time, Old Man Hexagen perks up and starts rifling through the bunk he's sitting on. After a moment searching, he pulls a bottle of rice vodka from beneath the soiled pillow. I knew there must be something to drink in this floating junkyard. So, child, want a drink with Daddy? For bravery, for the mission.
No time, Hanks. Let's get starboard.
Out on deck, the captain offers you binoculars. They're not necessary, though. The cargo ship looms in plain sight near a lonely rock that strongly resembles a grinning skull. The ship slows, and a minute later, the motors go silent. With a splash, a rowboat is tossed into the water. That's the next stage of your adventure. Long Wang jumps aboard, slips a box of metal cutting equipment under a bench, and grabs the oars. The captain, meanwhile, approaches you with crossed arms and a sober expression. Storm's coming in. You'll likely lose the rowboat while you've engaged in the Pearl. You'll have to procure a different getaway boat from Lei after you've dealt with him.
We'll deal with it. Jump into the rowboat.
The rowboat is much less comfortable than Sinbadov's ship. Icy saltwater sloshes over the gunwales with each oar stroke, and you begin to shiver all over. The Pearl seemingly isn't getting any closer. Then this already unpleasant situation gets much worse. When the boat jumps on a crosswave, Long Wang loses one of the oars, and the next instant it sinks out of sight. Blaze uncharacteristically gasps. Oh no! How will we travel with only one oar? We will most certainly drown.
Dang, drop a hand in the water, stop paddling on the starboard side.
You lean over the side of the boat and try to help Long Wang's rowing with your right arm. The only thing you're not getting closer to, however, is hypothermia. Were you anticipating a different result? Hopefully not.
Luck, beg Lady Fortune for help.
You close your eyes and say a prayer to the mysterious sea gods of antiquity, but none answer. Stop dishonoring your ancestors with your feeble tomfoolery, Lawa. Stifling a single sob, you shrink into a ball, shivering uncontrollably in the moaning wind. The road to the Pearl promises to be arduous, but so is your life.
Await the arrival.
Your half-swamped boat finally sloshes up to the dim and gigantic cargo ship. Teeth chattering like castanets, you begin preparing for the final maneuver. You now need to swim to the starboard side of the Pearl and cut a hole in the hull, if you still have the strength after such a torturous journey, that is.
Survey the cargo ship.
The craft is so huge, you have to arch your neck all the way back to see the railings of the top deck. The realization that this colossal vessel is filled to the smokestack with bandits, killers, and drug dealers gives you pause.
Yeah, for infiltrate. How are you feeling, no way?
Like fireworks on Chinese New Year. Enough talk. We have work to do.
Yeah.
The rowboat bumps unsteadily against the massive ship's starboard side. Long Wang begins setting out the tools provided by Uncle Ho, but it soon becomes clear that they won't be needed. Someone's already cut a square out of the cargo ship's hull. Long Wang curses ferociously in Chinese and turns to you. Someone's gotten to the Pearl ahead of us. What is this nonsense? You shrug. Even if some unknown agent is already inside, that's no reason for retreat. Or at least that's what you tell yourself as you grab the bottom edge of the neatly cut hole and level yourself inside the menacing Pearl.
What's going on here? Could kill them all. Seems to be the guy we are supposed to be talking to. I'm trying to see a clear path to him, but it doesn't seem to be one. We're gonna have to fight these guys. Okay, this is not gonna go silent, unfortunately. There goes the hexagon. Place. Us. God damn it. Wait. What the heck is... Yeah, we aren't gonna level. Oh, crap, I need to eat. Maybe he has dinged, so it's gonna be a while before we level up. Where's he going? Okay, what the heck just happened? Why are you running? What is this with the when people are running off to, man? No toilet paper for you guys. Hmm. Hello, attacking the mechanic crosses his arms and comes closer. From his reaction and location of his cabin, you conclude this is Bang Kimchi, the Guangzhou agent in the heart of the Pearl of the East. Ni hao, Lao Wai. Confused, you say. Bamboo grows with rest. But the panda doesn't breed very fast. Well said. Those critters hate the look of their own females more than I hate this fucked up operation of Uncle Ho's. A poor explosive stash. Oh well. I'll help as much as I can. Here's the detonator. Just don't press that button while we're still on board. That was obvious to begin with now, Ren. What about the explosive device? No, but the Semtex. I don't have it anymore. What do you mean? You were supposed to give me the bomb? There are no guarantees in this business, Liawai. Semtex smuggler board was hidden near the bathroom. Security found the stash and confiscated it. They searched the whole crew trying to find out who was responsible. Now it's safely locked up in the security wing next to the brig, on the other side of the lower deck. At least you got the key to the Lotus hole, right? Uh-huh. The key I made for you was an illegal copy, so when security found that Semtex shard and I started searching everyone's rooms, I follow it. Can you get it out for me using natural means? Really want to know? I tried like 10 times since I swallowed it. The fucker doesn't want to come out. I even drank rapeseed oil and ate rotten plums to chase that channel bass out of my guts. It probably got snagged somewhere. So, what do I do now? I don't know. Other than Captain Lang, I have no idea who has the right keys. I copied the senior provisional officer's key, but the original has long since been confiscated and the officer executed for stealing bits of Lotus for private use. Hey, don't look at me like that. There's a rumor going around that a few other staff members are stealing Lotus from the hole. Perhaps they found a way to sneak in without any keys at all. Search for hidden passage. Maybe you get lucky. Okay, got it. I'm going. You with me or what? Nah, I didn't sign up for this. It doesn't pay me that much. If something goes wrong right before I'll say I don't know you. If things unexpectedly go right, then we abandon ship together. Good luck, Chachi. Okay. Open it with Okay. God damn it. And Hmm. Let's see, can we... Hmm. Hey. Hmm. 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 Oh, I thought he was gonna go and get some friends. Let's eat that cheese. Hmm. 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 Oh, that is fun. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Warhead? What the heck? And move. Jesus, how can they how can the AI be so dumb? There must be a way to move them without having to tell them to be aggressive, you know? Hmm. And he got his weapon here. Hmm. Browsing town is cigar itch to. Not following a single one will certainly get the kid. Do not feed, do not provoke, no eye contact. You must pay some need to report to captain, do not engage, run to the captain if thing speaks. Here we go again. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see if we can. Hmm. Oh, come on. You're all overburdened. Hmm. Ah. Oh, I can't carry anything either. No, where's that stem text? Save. Without difficulty, tuck the explosive shells behind the big red pub. Since it's already synced with the detonator, your job is more or less done. Just like that, you complete a large chunk of the assignment. Easy peasy. Now we just need to find a boat to get off this damn place. see what it says. So we can't go back out the way we came in. And I think we have to go up. Then is the question, who the heck are these people? Do we have to go and talk to him again? Okay. See if there's anything up here. The door is here tight, so. You freeze before the crowd of violent mercenaries and angry seamen. The leader of this ugly pack slowly approaching greets you with a brief nod. This is the second infiltration I have to deal with this week. Can you tell me why you assholes keep doing this? I don't know anything about any other operations. Oh yeah, right, so that's not your body currently locked in the brig by order of Captain Lang. You're gonna tell me this is all a coincidence? Don't worry. I'll toss the truth out of you guys sooner or later, but I'm not gonna waste a cell on you. Hi, whoa! Set the physical superiority to scare the bandits. Text me the weapons. Press the 7 and cut him down before the fight's even begun. Oh, come on. Let me see if I can get one of these. Before the fight's even started. I don't think we have any of these options that we can use. Strength, no, luck, no. Yeah, I don't think we have enough, sure. Okay, let's go then. Owie. Hmm. Guess we'll have to let that person out, huh? Oh, let's see who's in here then. Who's locked up? More coffee. Right. Did I? The heck did I not bring it with me? God damn it. Yeah, I'll be right back. Getting some more coffee. I forgot to bring the coffee with me. Okay. Need a key. save me. Remember, if land crosses your path, my blade will be by your side. Mysterious captain exits his cell and vanishes into the dark, twisting corridors of the ship. You can only guess whatever he will keep his word. That was something else. Upper deck. Oh yeah, and the key that we got, the special key. I wonder if it is for that box over at the room. Yeah, we haven't looted this guy. And I need to level up. Oh. People. Not. Oh, come on. Missing 1 point? Okay. Oh, they're waiting for us. Oh, lovely. Look. The prosecutor full of hungry, bruised, and beaten captives start reaching through the bars and begging, "Please, free us, help us." Who are you then? We're slaves, can't you see that Captain Lang and his crew abducted us? Let's see what I can do. A brief examination reveals it's Cuba the most flimsiest lock you ever seen in my head. As low as going to correct his toe in seconds. Tommy must help to pull out. Now, if I was locked in a case like this in my prime, would I disgrace myself begging strangers to get me out of my predicament? No, not at all. Why? Like a ferocious tiger, I would smash through this tiny bars and escape without any assistance whatsoever. Without asking for charity, without any kindness or shifty looking thugs. Give it a go. Fuck it, I'll try again later. Yeah, how are we with XP? I'm just wondering if I'm gonna... I doubt we're gonna level up. Question if I don't want to kill these first. You guys have to go a different path. Let's see. Ni ha ha how. Lang, be a pal. We sent some demolition experience to Trudograd. Smart boys, free pros. As some of you guys rent a flat for him, that would be extremely beneficial for all of us since we share our end goals. I'll pay you well. Also, how's my boy Tyepkins doing? You know, he's like a son to me, that kid, so I'm kind of worried about his health and all. Keep it frosty. SV. Reporting. Tyepkins' brigade was obliterated by a single city policeman during his infiltration into the gang. The initiator went south and he shot them all. Tyepkin, Merkel, the bookie, even Mishan the cart dead. This development requires us to correct the initial plan. The policeman involved, Racing is his name, should be surveyed from now on. I met your bombers and sent them to the city, Captain Lang. Why can't I shoot now? Because I know they're gonna be enemies. It's like...
Cutting between two strategically placed cargo containers, you find yourself facing a gang of SMG gunners. They're hastily raising their weapons when a man in a khaki overcoat gestures them to stand down. "Lower your weapons. Death is already coming for this one," he says. His voice is calm, but his eyes burn with a rage, and his right hand holds the hilt of his sword in a white-knuckled grip. "I am Captain Lang, and the ship that you're trying to scuttle belongs to me." The captain's speech is interrupted when the freed slaves pour out behind you, wielding makeshift weapons and prepared to fight for their liberty. Lang squints at them menacingly. "You dare lose my master's property? You have elevated foolishness to an art. Now I am especially interested in you. What's your name? I must know before sending you to your fate."
Not lying. Why would I tell my name to a dead man?
The captain springs to his feet and assumes a stance used for swift attacks. His nostrils flare. He's prepared to cut you down as soon as there's an opening in your defense. "Should have known you were an uncultured scum. So be it. Fire at will, men." "Lang, stop!" The captain's men freeze at this suspiciously well-timed shout. Arashi, the man you freed on the lower deck, jumps down from a cargo container and strides past you, unsheathing his own katana. Captain Lang cringes in disgust. "What sea hole did you crawl out of, vermin? My men were instructed to feed you to the fishes." Arashi ignores the question and hoists his blade skyward. "In the name of my father, who you betrayed and murdered, I challenge you to a duel of honor. If any morsel of your honor remains after you sold out your previous crews." The captain's guard are both confused and alarmed by this accusation. Lang pouts.
Observe the conversation.
"Nonsense," scowls the captain. "You're not here because of your tarnished honor. You're here for the implant." The bandit taps himself lightly on the temple and adds, "How much did the conglomerate offer you for this, huh? Answer, sellout." Arashi grins wickedly and shakes his head. "Maybe I really am here for that thing in your head. But maybe you're just an old liar and backstabber, a traitor to his own people. Ask your men what they think of you now." Captain Lang darts a quick glance at his guards. They're obviously nonplussed and perhaps even a bit scared. All the resolve, and most the obedience, has vanished from their eyes. Annoyed, Lang spouts, "Trial by combat, then. When this liar's blood is decorating my blade, you weak-minded fools can decide for yourselves who is on the side of truth."
Yeah, watch as Arashi fights Lang.
You shrug and step aside while Lang's guards spread out to surround the captain and his challenger in a ring of living bodies. With no warning, the bandit leader rushes Arashi, who raises one eyebrow, impressed by the man's speed. Steel clashes on steel as Arashi blocks the attack and skillfully counters. He jumps up into the air and onto the hilt of his enemy's blade, and before you can figure out how that's even possible, drop kicks him in a masterful backflip. "You agile bastard!" The captain spits blood and assumes a defensive stance. Arashi does not reply, but simply circles Lang like a hungry tiger closing on its prey.
Like a trailer from an action movie.
Finally, the two swordmen rush one another, and after a lightning-fast exchange of blows, only one remains standing. The other falls to his knees, groping the incision splitting his stomach. Lang has lost the duel. The former captive approaches his prey with gusto and severs his head with a single, two-handed stroke. "Die, dog," Arashi mumbles as he kicks the corpse off the deck and into the sea. Gripping the captain's severed head in one hand, he makes for one of the rescue boats. Seeing his complete lack of concern, Lang's gunners decide to flee.
Wait a second, mister. What was that fight really about?
Holding Lang's head by the hair, Arashi turns it to face you. Horrified, you see it still twitching its lips and blinking while looking straight at you, despite having been cut off minutes prior. Don't worry, the son of a dog really is dead, says the swordsman, turning it away again. Before the war, he had a certain gizmo implanted to improve his fighting prowess for his country, or so folks say. My employees love studying these kinds of artifacts, so they asked me for a closer look at the thing. The last words you hear from Arashi before the noise of an icicle dropping from a container to the deck makes you dart around are, "Perhaps we'll work together again one day." When you turn back to face the mystery swordsman, he's already gone. Blaze pats you gently on the shoulder. "The deed is done. Let's get out of here."
Okay, I'll think more about what went on here when we're back ashore. It's time to abandon the ship off the land. Taking that one. Okay, let's save here and see if we. Quickly tells about covering the sea, getting inside, lower in the water, and start rolling for your life. There's no way back onto the pearl. Slowly, the massive colors of the windows in the distance. Now and how the rebel sailors felt on the Aurora. Full speed ahead.
You row as hard as you can for 10 arduous minutes. The storm seems to be abating, but it could return in full fury at any moment. That's just one of the reasons you wish to escape the frigid sea. The other is you need to get as far from the pearl as you can before it's blown out of the water.
I'm safely outside the blast radius. Here goes nothing. Push the red candle-like button and watch the fireworks.
The detonator clicks and an almost slow-motion explosion blooms from the distant cargo ship. The deafening roar of the ship's fuel tanks blowing into atoms reaches you a second after the blinding flash. Then, the sea bucks and jumps at the massive shockwave and nearly topples your escape craft. The Pearl of the East smokes and burns as the ship and its dangerous cargo sink to a watery grave. Long Wang smiles with all his teeth and shakes his fist at the sinking ship. Then he claps you on the shoulder. "Haha, good show. If someone asks me to relate our little adventure, I will tell them only about your incredible prowess."
Aim to beautiful. Now I really need to get back to land.
As you say these words, a familiar cruiser appears on the horizon. It's Captain Sinbadov, hurrying to get you on board. Soon, you will be back in Trudograd.
Leap unit triple. Checking disembarks Simbadov's boat, he jumps in front of you and begins tying his ship to the pier, pausing only for a moment to glance your way. What are you staying there for? Uncle Ho's spies must have informed him about the mission result now, but you still should report back as a courtesy. Okay, I'll do that soon. Good luck, here's hoping the old Dodger, don't tell him I call him that, pays you well. You're about to leave when Long Wang stops you. Holy Lawai. Please tell Uncle Ho I have personal business to attend to in the city. I'll contact him later on my own, maybe. What business? I'm concerned, he says. More fish to fry and all that. You're busy enough as it is. See ya. Okay.